Good morning, everybody. Welcome back to Bit Heroes. Today we're just doing daily regen, as I've talked about multiple times. Not doing any of the consumable stuff for the rest of this tier, as it's not long until next tier. Pip and Spooky, welcome to you both. Good morning. So the idea, the plan, the goal, the thing was to get to 400 by May 18. It is May 10, so I've got 8 days to get 5 levels. It's not going to happen. The only way it would happen is if I burnt like bit gores and stuff to do so, and I was tempted to, but I don't think I will, because the news this week said, where is it? Item find has been reverted to the multiplicative formula. So item find is way better again. So I've got all these item find, consumables and stuff. I may as well save them until next tier to get something good, rather than just using it now to get a couple of levels. So, I got close, 395. By the time it comes around, it'll probably be 397 maybe. Almost 400, but yeah, I'm going to save those for actual, getting gear rather than just getting XP. Jeff, welcome. Loser, welcome. Yes, it's a game I actually play. Welcome to you all. All right, let's do it. Let's get PvP out of the way. Actually have to manual this. Oh no, it's too late. She's too late, Captain. Maybe. Nope, we're fine. Crispy, what's going on? Welcome. Good morning. Yeah, so today's just not normal natural regen. There's nothing we're going to for specifically. We'll run dungeons instead of world boss, because dungeons give more XP, I'm pretty sure. And yeah, and we're still going for the cat thing, the fox thing from this raid. Still haven't got one yet from all this time, so had pretty bad luck with that. But what can you do? I can let world chat, not world boss, world chat. No, I always forget to do this. And there are people like, you should have told us in world chat, and I'm fuck. I always forget. World Nos, yeah, it's the new world boss, but made with nostrils. It's the world Nos. What are you trying to fuse? I'm trying to fuse Eucalyptus, I think it's called. I'll show you after this. So it needs one of the raid fams from the current raid. I have 10 of, just getting lucky, I guess, and getting 10 of a fam in one tier is ridiculous, especially a dungeon, a raid fam. And so I just looked at what the hell do I need, that can use him. And found this Eucalyptus thing, and then apparently it's quite good. So you need another raid fam from that raid, the Gorban Ruckus or whatever the fuck it's called. And you fuse them together with some other junk and make Eucalyptus. I think it's Eucalyptus. I think that's what it's called. Extra Fruity and Smiley, welcome to you both. How are you both? So until the new content is out, these natural regen streams won't be too long. Probably only be like an hour-ish. Just because it's natural regen and I'm not using any consumables or anything. Cool if I add you, Chook? Yes, you can. Sure. I have requests off, so I can add you. What's your in-game name? Is it also Extra Fruity? I'll send you a. I'm not as godlike as you, as godly. like you, but my IGN is Absent Will. Okay. Absent Will. Absent Will. That was weird. This? This is you? Absent Will. Okay. I mean, there's no way in hell that you need me on your team. But sure. There you go. Have a friend slot. I could probably use you from time to time though. I have so many friend slots open. I'm just a big fan. Oh, that's nice. Well, either way. There you go. Since 2018. Oh shit. Long time. Yeah, it was May 2018 I started Bit Heroes content. So it's been 2 years since I started doing Bit Hero stuff. Shit, time flies. I remember because I just started making Bit Hero content and I made all those beginner guides and stuff. And like I didn't expect them to, I expect them to get maybe like a couple hundred views, maybe. And then, they blew up and stuff, which is great because, I've been told it helps people and stuff. So that's good. That's the whole reason I made them. But like a month afterwards, after I made them, I went on my honeymoon. And I just remember on my honeymoon, my phone just like going fucking off all the time. And I'm just like trying to respond to, comments and give tips and stuff while on my honeymoon. Obviously in downtime when we're just like hanging by the pool and stuff, but it was funny. But yeah, okay, so this is what I'm doing. Fusion. Wherever it is. I've gone past it. This thing. So I got 10 of these assholes just from luck, and then I've got 2 of these from that other raid. So I need to get 4 more of these, and then I can make a +5 this thing. Steel strike and electric damage and a bunch of shit. I don't need it at all. Like for free to play, you have to pick and choose your battles, right? I've got my my +5 Glasdosses, and he's just my go-to for everything, like PvP, Glasdos, Trials Gauntlet, Glasdos, Invasion, Glasdos. So it's just easier to do it with one fam for everything. So I definitely don't need this Eucalyptus thing, but it's something to do. So that's what I'm doing. That's what I'm going for. I started playing around Easter of 2019, then Kong happened. Yes. Well, I mean, like, we should probably talk about this Bit Legends thing. We'll talk about that in a sec. Is it okay if you friend me too? I lost my account though, so I had to restart last week and I'm only level 4. Of course. Of course. I've got like 20 slots because so many people have quit. Probably more than that. I don't know. So if anyone needs in chat, not on YouTube, because I know people who ask me on YouTube and I've already told a million times that I don't add off YouTube anymore. There we go. If there's anyone else that needs a slot that's in chat right now, let me know. Zodo, good morning. One time I wasn't there, that one guy who left a comment just saying what the in-game name was. I think it was a video where you said you weren't accepting friends requests from YouTube anymore, right at the beginning. Oh, okay. So on all my really popular YouTube Bit Hero stuff, so like the 10 beginner guides and all that sort of stuff, I've commented on that video itself saying, unfortunately, I'm not taking friend requests anymore. But feel free to join the Discord. There's plenty of players there that will offer friends requests. And I pinned that message, so it's the very top of the comment section, and I still get comments being like, "Hey man, can you add me?" Or literally just the in-game name. It's just like, well, that's obnoxious. Just put your name down and just expect stuff. So yeah, I mean, people don't read. People don't read and people don't listen. They just try their luck, I guess. So yeah. Pip wants a slot. What is a slot? It's sad, Bit Hero future unclear with Kong. Lost too many friends. Yeah, so many people have quit. I might as well play it a bit. Just playing occasionally to do something. Chook, you heard about Bit Legends? Any opinion? Yeah, that's what we're about to get onto, Bit Legends. Okay, so Bit Legends is basically the spiritual successor to Bit Heroes, I guess. Everyone is, well, maybe not everyone, but majority of people are not particularly happy with the way Bit Heroes is at the moment. A lot of people have quit, you know, Con killed the game, all this stuff, da 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 da. We don't need to go too much into that. But a lot of people have now migrated over to Bit Legends, which is fine. I mean, it's, you know, games don't hold people's interest forever. Games don't last forever. People move on, people try different things, etc. So I've played it a little bit for, I don't know, I think I got to like level 10 maybe. I don't have time to play both. And I'm already, you know, Fruity, thank you for the follow. Yeah, I don't have time to play both, and I'm already, like, you know, free to play level 400, call it level 400 in this. Like, that's a pretty big achievement, as far as I'm concerned. I'm pretty happy, pretty proud of it. And plus, I've got my, you know, my roots in this with the guides and everything, da 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 da. So I'm not going to jump ship purely because I don't have the time to do so with streaming and making content and stuff, and then family life and everything else. There's just, you know, there's only so much time in a day type thing. Bouton, yes, it was a good Bouton press. Thank you for the Bouton press, by the way. Yeah, so I've played it. I completely understand why people are moving over to it, even from the little I did play. It's a giant fucking massive rip-off of Bit Heroes. Like, even some of the artwork and you know, the persuade and bribe and all, like, it's a blatant rip-off. But that happens. How many times have you heard, you know, WoW clone or whatever, Souls-like games and stuff? So, you know, people take inspiration from something that's popular and put their own twist on it, and that's what Bit Legends is. I've heard very good things. I've heard people are loving it. I've had already, I can't even count how many people have asked me to play it and make videos on it. I can, but also can't. So it's only on mobile, right? It's not on PC. Bit Heroes is also on Steam, which is where I'm playing right now. Recording on PC is easy. Or streaming or whatever you want to do is easy. It's just you know, you just load up the thing and load up OBS and you're good to go. However, on a phone, it's not so good because you're gonna have to record the phone gameplay and then record a voiceover and then transfer the phone gameplay file to your computer and then do editing and all that, and it's a giant clusterfuck and annoying and all that sort of stuff. The other way around it would be to download an emulator and play on emulator, in which case you have to use an emulator, and they're kind of, I don't trust them so much. So it's that. And then the third one is also, I don't know if I have time for it. If I did do it, it would be like, you know, play little bits here and there. It wouldn't be like a commitment like Bit Heroes was. But look, who knows what's happening? Who knows what happens? What's going on? What's the best familiar comp for tier 6? Eularius and Remy T. It's on PC, is it? On what? On browser or something? So Ian Bob, if you go to Zone 4, Dungeon 1, which one's Dungeon 1? This one? This one here, Rexy's Plateau. You need to capture a Rexy, who is the boss, the T-Rex looking thing, on here, and mix it with an MET, which is from, I can't remember what dungeon that's from. You have MET? Perfect, okay. The next one is Zone 6. It's this one, right? The last, when the flags, you've already done the flags, it's hard to see where the fuck they start. Yeah, here. So that was Dungeon 1, Dungeon 2, Dungeon 3. Dungeon 3 of Zone 6. Do this. And let's just do it. And you need to capture every fam in here 3 different times each. So you need 3 of... Oh, fuck, everything just died. You need 3. I'm pretty sure I pressed manual there. Obviously not. You need 3 of each one. So you need 3 of this guy, you need 3 of this guy, and you need 3 of the other guy. Fuse them all together to make it hilarious. And then you've got your tank and your healer for like quite a while. And then you need to stable them to +5 and all that good stuff. But there we go. Yeah, you need one of this dude. One of each. Did I just get the schematic? I think I may have just got the schematic. I don't have the Ilaria schematic, so I probably do now. And I know Ace has been running this for the last like week and haven't got the schematic yet for Eularis, which is like unheard of, and I think I may have just got it right then. I'm gonna head off. I'm really tired. See you next stream. Alright, dude. Take care. Sleep well. I don't have Dungeon 3 yet. I'm on the flags of Dungeon 2. Okay, well once you get to Dungeon 3, do this dungeon. Capture all these fams and make Hilarious, and he'll be your tank. You already have Remy T, work on getting him to +5. And then when you have Hilarious +5 and Remy T +5, you'll have the fams you need to get to like late game. So, Shramps, +5 Shramps should be okay to get up to here. So, let's see if that was the schematic. If so, that's kind of funny. Where would it be? Yeah, it was. Shit, that's funny. Yeah, so 3 this guy, 3 this guy, 3 the other guy. Fuse 1 Eularia. So you need 18 of each to get it to +5. Super easy. It's not even you don't even need epic fams or anything. They're all just rares. So it's like super quick, super easy. My friend is pretty stuck on tier 9. Do you have any tips for him? The tips I give for everybody stuck on flags, it always comes down to the same stuff. Whether you're stuck on a flag on zone 3 or zone 11, it's always the same. It comes down to 3 things, basically. 1 is your TS, whether you have enough gear or not. So make sure that you're decked out in all epics, like maxed out epics in every slot, and then start working on replacing them with legendaries. 2, make sure that you have the right fams. So if he's in what did you say? Tier 9, make sure he has a Eularis +5 and a Remy T +5 with augments and everything. And 3, make sure you have the right accessory and pet. So an offensive accessory, defensive pet. And then that's usually 95% of the time. That's what gets people stuck on flags. So 1, TS, work on your gear. 2, make sure you have the right familiars. And 3, make sure you have the right accessory and pet. Might just be through an emulator. Haven't looked into it too much. Yeah, I think it might be emulation. I've seen a lot of people use BlueStacks and it'd be fine. I'm hesitant because I just built this new PC like 6 months ago, and before that, my old PC, the hard drive got fried, and I don't know whether it's just a coincidence or whatever, but I installed BlueStacks like not that long before that, and then my hard drive died, and I've heard stories of emulators being dodgy, and so in my head I'm like, did I install BlueStacks in it and it just burnt my hard drive? So now I'm like about it. The background's grooving, was it? It's quiet at the moment. There we go. It's better. Been playing a lot of Remnant. Is that new FPS thing? Or is that something else? I can't remember. What do you think about Bit Legends? We just had a massive chat about that. So I don't want to go into it again too much, but it's just, I have no problems with it if people are leaving this game to go to there. Yeah, people don't play games forever. It doesn't hold their interest forever, but it's just a different bit heroes basically. It's probably attractive because it's new and it's fresh, but I'm tipping it's going to have the same issues as what Bit Heroes does. It's going to get to a point where the honeymoon period of playing it is finished, and then it's just like, oh shit, this is a giant grind. maybe I'll go back to Beat Heroes because my level 600 character is there, whereas this guy's level 100. Who knows? Who knows? But I have no problem with it. Like, I don't have any allegiancy or anything to anyone or any the devs or this game or anything. Like, people can do what they want. Chook, if you / Ilias can create some FAQ commands, we can provide the answers for common questions. That is true. I usually have copy paste for YouTube comments because I get the same ones over and over again. I've been meaning, for Beat Heroes related stuff, I've been meaning to make a video, an FAQ video, just going through every single question I get asked a lot. Like, how can I'm stuck on this flag? What can I do? Or what fam should I be using? All this sort of stuff. The problem with these things is I've made all these guides for this game that cover literally every single one of those topics, and then I still get asked those questions. So the problem is that people can't be bothered watching the video to get the answer. They just want to ask you directly to get the answer, right? Which is just like cutting out the middleman. So even if I made a video touching on all the FAQs, I'd still get the questions about the FAQs, just because people can't be bothered like putting in the time to do it. They just want immediate answers. When should I start to use / upgrade legendaries? The legendaries from raid 1, they only take epic material to upgrade. So go nuts on upgrading the raid 1 legendaries. Every legendary from raid 2, 3, 4, etc. going up will cost a certain specific material from that raid, from that tier, I should say. So that's when you don't worry about legendaries initially. So basically raid 1, upgrade as many legendaries as you want. And then each next tier you get into, just make sure that you fully upgrade and max out your epic gear in every single slot. And then you could start replacing those epics with legendaries. Like if you're stuck and you can't pass, okay, like I'll replace my head with a legendary and start leveling that up. And then, then you'll get to the next tier. Then replace everything with epics again, and then start working on legendaries. So it's basically just work on legendaries each tier once you've already maxed out epics in every slot. Because you won't need full legendaries in every slot to get through each zone. You only need like maybe 1 or 2. So yeah, just get epics in every slot maxed, and then start working on legendaries. And anything sets and mythics and stuff, as cool as it is to get, it's completely pointless, because if you spend all this material and stuff to max out a mythic, a fully upgraded legendary from the next tier is stronger than it. So sets and mythics, as cool as it is to go, oh yeah, shit, yeah, I got a mythic, or I got like a set piece or something, they still give you the same amount of TS as what a legendary does. So they're just more expensive than legendaries to upgrade. So yeah, sets and mythics, just ignore them. Don't worry about them. And if you're going to exchange a mythic, always upgrade it once first. I don't know why, but you get more materials back first. So legendaries and set pieces and stuff, just if you're not going to use them and you're exchanging them, just exchange them. That's just like everything else, that's fine. But if you're going to exchange a mythic, always put 1 point into it first, 1 upgrade into it first, and then exchange it, because you get more return for some reason. I don't know why that's the case. BlueStacks is were you here when I got the Eularis schematic? Someone had a question about what tank to use, so I just ran the Eularis dungeon once and got the schematic, and I thought immediately of you. The Almighty Ham, welcome. What's going on, man? I meant the background in the spooky dungeon. Right. It's third person, but kind of like Dark Souls shooter. Oh, no, I'm thinking of, is it Valiant? This new, like, FPS thing that's like the new esports type thing? I don't know what the hell that is. It's just, I don't know. I'm not really a shooter guy, so those games kind of don't really interest me, but that's when you said Remnant, that's what that's where my mind went. Although someone told me recently, someone said check out Remnant because you'd probably like it. And I can't remember who that was, and I forgot to do so. So maybe I'll look into it. Valorant, there you go, Smiley, thank you. Yeah. Remnant is kind of Dark Souls, but yeah, but a shooter. When should I start to use legendaries? Well, we already talked about that. You bitch. Screw you. Barrel bitch. How dare you? Here's my barrel bitch. Yeah, the Valorant thing, right? What is that even? Can someone explain it to me? Is it just like a different type of Overwatch? Like, is it basically just the same thing, like a class-based deathmatch team-based thing? If you can't even call him names, look in your mirror. Shit. CSGO and Overwatch. So basically Overwatch. Yeah, so that's what it looked like from the small amount of content of it I've seen, I guess. Just like a class-based shooter deathmatch thing. But it's popular. Looks like CSGO at first sight, but has weird magic stuff and heroes. How should I spend my gems? I got a legendary pet already somehow, and I'm just saving up. Well, that's super lucky. Super duper lucky. Yeah, generally you save up to get a legendary pet and a legendary accessory. They're like the two most important things. I'm almost level 400, and still don't have a legendary accessory. Spent like over 100,000 gems trying to get one. Still haven't got one. Not the one I want, just any of them. I just haven't got a legendary accessory at all. So bear that in mind, that it can take, well, 400 levels and I still don't have one. So to get a legendary pet so early is very, very lucky. So consider yourself lucky with that. Yeah, just try and get legendary accessory next. Got Sakura recently, nice. I got the legendary from a 1,000 gem pet thing. Yeah, that's super lucky. Best thing you can do with your spare gems is don't give them to the barrel bitch. He'll lose them in the bottom of his barrel. Yeah, just save up and keep buying accessory boxes till you get a large until you get a accessory. So I could spend 5.5k here right now trying to get this. Not that. Trying to get this. But you know, it's a very low well, it's 3.4% low chance. So I'm holding off on my gems at the moment because someone on a YouTube comment told me that apparently one of the devs came into World Chat and said, "Hey, like basically calm down. The offers in the shop are going to get better during the week." So at the moment, the exact same. Nothing's changed. So apparently there's going to be better stuff in the shop. Who knows? So I'm just hoarding gems until there's something worth buying, basically. But yeah, if you don't have a legendary accessory yet, go for that. That's a fairly simple answer. How hurt am I about Moby? I mean, I don't care. I don't take this game anywhere near as seriously as what some people do. I think being free to play is a big part of that. I haven't invested thousands of dollars into it or something. So, you know, if something happens, it sucks, but what are you gonna do? It's a game, you know? Like, you don't have control of it. At the end of the day, it's just pixels on a screen. So it'll get to the point where, like, I've had enough and I'll stop playing or something eventually, like everyone else. Whether that's tomorrow, whether that's 6 years from now, who knows? But yeah, I mean, what can you do? You can't alter what's happened. So you just got to live with it. You just got to deal with it. No point getting bitter about stuff when you can't control it. So, I mean, whatever. It's a bit of a kick in the face. They bring out the mobile versary and then it's literally just the same as every other week, which is trash. So, I don't know. Whatever. Anthony, good morning. I got on my leg pet from 3.4. Wow. So I spent at least 80k on at least 70k-ish on pets, and then I got Tobit, and then I spent at least 100 on accessories. So I'm like 170,000 gems, free to play gems, and I've got one legendary out of it. What/who is Moby? The mobile versary, yeah. So yeah, not good. So a lot of gems. And then I've had people that like have said, like asked me like, what should I do this and like you did just then. I said, oh, just make sure you buy accessory and pet and try and get them legendaries and stuff. And then like they'll message me like 3 days later and say, okay, I've got that. What do I do now? And I'm like, what are you talking about? They're like, yeah, I got the legendary accessory and pet. It cost them like 3,000 gems to get both. I was like, fuck. So it's just literally like every other thing in the game. It's RNG, completely random. You click the button and hope for the best. Have I checked out the Mythic Dimension yet? No. 3.4 is best chance. So I think with everything with Bid Heroes related is it's just at the moment is a sit on your hands, wait and see what happens. New tier. Or more mats that way. Yeah, well that's there's two ways of thinking about it. I'll go into that in a sec, I guess. Yeah, sit on your hands and just wait and see what happens with the new tier, which is coming at the end of the month or something, I think they said. So it's not far away, the new tier. And then just see what happens. If it's more of the same, then I think a lot of people are gonna go. I think a lot of people are just hesitant and just like, I've invested so much time, I'll just see what happens. And then if they see what happens and nothing's changed, then I suspect more people will leave. What does the Armory do? Okay, so everybody has an Armory. I don't know if there's a certain level that unlocks that or something. I'm not too sure. Like you may need to be level 100 or something to use it. I have no idea. But what it does is you can save armor and gear loadouts, whatever. Different ones. So you can save one. So like if you have a tank, all these tank items and stuff and tank gear, you can wear it all and then save it as like tank. And then if you have DPS stuff, you can wear it all and then save it as DPS. And then you can quickly just choose between them rather than having to manually replace every gear every time. You can just click a button and it'll swap all your gear. And it'll also let everyone on your friends list do it as well for you. So why is this so loud? What the shit? So I'll show you the armor in a sec. You can get mythic augments, enchants, runes, mounts, and pets, and you can choose the bonuses on all of them. Yeah, I haven't looked into it yet at all. I don't even know where it is. So, I've been pretty busy recently. We just spend all your gems. All right. We should ask one of the devs to give Asa the party fulfiller cosmetic accessory in the fish in a barrel mythic body. Then it can be the biggest barrel bitch. The Juggernaut chest piece is kind of like a barrel. Change, good morning. It's in the lobby at the bottom. In the lobby? Oh, in the town, right. Armory. Okay, let's do it. Let's go to the Armory. Look, I'll show you that there's kind of like, it's kind of like a barrel. Let's just put on Poland because it's the least offensive one. I don't know why this shit takes so long to load sometimes. I don't know. Is it? I think it might be an epic. Yeah, there it is. Juggernaut. Look, it kind of looks like a barrel. Actually. Wasn't it there? There it is. Do you have any friend slots? I sure do. Where's the barrel head? I went too far.
Ooh, button.
Welcome back, and thank you for the resub. Elias, how are you today? Hopefully a bit better than yesterday. Where is it? There it is. No, there it is. Ugh. Barrel bitch. Wasted once again. Now we need something to go along with maybe just the shitty S word. Yeah, we'll go with the shitty S word. I'm a barrel witch. Ooh, button. Please, can you add me? My name is... Yes, I can. I can do it. I can do it right now. SQW id Squid's rule. I see what you did there. I see what you did. At first glance, it was maybe a bit better. Nice. I'll turn it into a barrel bitch as soon as I can. It's a doorway on screen right now. Right. Okay. We'll go into that in a sec. Never had any idea there was a literal Bit Hero bootleg until yesterday. Someone mentioned it. Yeah, so this is the Armory. So you can save loadouts. So for instance, this loadout is the one I'm currently wearing. It like changed to like drill strike. Whereas if I got this, and I started to make a half dual strike, half empower build, then I could save that on this slot, and then I could just swap between them at any point I wanted to. So, if I go to raid, I go and I summon, and I go, okay, rev me up, for instance. He's currently a DPS, right? This is what he's got. If I click this little A button next to him, then I can choose between all these things. So this is a damage pyre. This is a bait block set that he's got, that he's using. This is Colg DPS. This is Icarus, etc. So basically, if you've got people on your friends list, like multiple people, you can like whales or higher levels or something that have different loadouts. You can go, okay, well, I want you to be my tank. I want you to be my DPS. I want you to be my bait, etc., etc. So yeah, that's what the Armory is. So if you've got high level people on your list, they've probably got different loadouts. So if you're struggling because you don't have a tank or something, just check, because one of them might have a tank. Get it then? Smiley, you really want me to? All right, fuck it. We're gonna spend 5.5k gems on Smiley, and if a good deal comes out tomorrow for 5.5k gems, gonna cut a bitch. All right, here we go. How many can we buy with 850 gems? Someone do the math on how many this is. It's what, like maybe 6? I'm gonna buy 6 of them. Yeah, I think 6. Last in truth, free to play with no mobile offers. Alright, well, let's try. We need this bitch. Solid first attempt. Even solid a second attempt. This is literally the worst roll you can get. Because you're guaranteed 1 rare. And then like two commons. It's obviously no good. Oh my goodness! I thought we got it for a sec because it was on the screen. But it was just lag. We got another absolute shit truck of a thing. Alright, this is going so fucking well. Look, we haven't even got a freaking epic yet. Yeah, well, that's it. Oh, an epic. Hooray! It's the one we already have. Hooray! Well, there you go. That's about 1.5 months worth of saving gems down the drain. Watch the 850 gem drop to 200, 500 tomorrow. Yeah, I'm guessing that was worth. It was so worth. It was the most worth. Everyone can blame Smiley for that. Rose, good morning. This is why Bit Heroes went big oof. Wow, that's always been like that. Has been there for forever. The pet eggs and accessories and stuff, like that's not new. That was there way before Kong took over or anything else. It's like, yeah, so the new like bundles and stuff, well, that's a whole different subject, I guess. Also don't what? I just got robbed? Yeah. It's night for me? Yeah, that's true. It's always morning for me, so I just say good morning to everyone. Shitty gem gamble boxes? Was that what you were saving for? No, I'm trying to get the Edwin's whatever that accessory. So that's probably what I was going to spend my gems on anyway. So it's fine. It's just whether they go on sale for cheaper or not. Are there any good Bit Hero YouTubers / streamers besides legendary Chook? I am not going to answer that question, but someone else in chat is more than welcome to. Oh, don't attack Smiley. No, he's fine. So you got the master schematic from the Ninja Invasion. Nice. He's all right. The thing with schematics now and FAMs now and everything is that all of the new schematics coming out all have elemental damage on them, right? So they end up just being better than the older ones. So you could have like, you know, your old DPS FAMs like Korgs and Remroid and all this sort of stuff. And then now this Yukala's thing that I'm trying to fuse is just going to be better because it's got like the 20% dual strike on it. Like, you know, the Korgs has the 100% crit on it or whatever it is. But it also then has electric damage on top. So it's just like all the new FAMs are just better than all the old FAMs. You still need the old FAMs to get through to the new content to get the new FAMs. But like something like making the master, for instance, that's from an invasion, you're going to need the invasion materials as well and all that sort of stuff. It's probably not worth it. So, yeah. And also, ideally, any familiar you fuse, you want to be able to +5. You want to be able to fuse 6 of it. So if you're going to fuse something just for the sake of fusing it, I mean, you can, sure, why not? But if you want to use something, you want to have 5 additional copies of it. So you can, like, you make the 1, and then you make 5 more to get it to +5. Because all the augments and everything get multiplied and everything like that. So making like a single, just normal, the master, isn't going to really do too much for you. Making +5 of it will do a lot more, but even then it's an old FAM that doesn't have the elemental stuff on it, so yeah, it's tough. I would say if you're just playing, starting the game, or you know, you're in lower tiers, you're not at max tier or anything, just get the bare minimum to get to max tier and then start working on stuff. So like get Shramps and Ballin, and then replace Shramps and Ballin with with Eularius and Remy T, and then you'll get up to like current tier, and then you can start working on, you know, whatever tank you want. So for me, for instance, I'm using Glasdos as my tank healer DPS. I just used him for everything, 2 of him for everything. He's like old school, and he doesn't have any element on him. So, you know, I'll probably have to replace him at some point. So yeah, that's my advice. But take it or leave it. Say I got my good Chook is the best one. Oh, I don't think there's any other Bit Heroes YouTuber. Oh, there is. There definitely is. But it's a I don't want to. I feel awkward. I feel kind of weird talking about other streamers and stuff. The Grogger schematic, I don't even know what that is. You can watch GavX. He has a full walkthrough of the game on his channel, but currently he's stuck in Mexico because of Corona. Yeah, me and GavX have a very bad relationship, so we don't talk at all. And I think he's doing all Bit Legend stuff. I think someone said. I've seen a guy named Hydraulics, or some advertise him. I think he quit. Right, he quit and called his account. Con killed the game. I used my last super scroll thing yesterday, and there's 150% item find today. Rip. Is Remy T really that good? He's good because you can get him early on, and he's relatively easy to fuse, so he's easy to stable, and yeah, he's pretty good. 5 Shrump denied me. I want death. Jesus, if you want death after that, then you should probably stop playing the game. Then it's fighting words. You want to go, huh? I use him, but I have a hard time getting Rexies. Well, that's the game though. Like, there's nothing in this game comes easy. If you want something, you have to, put in the time. You have to put in the effort. You have to put in the willpower and all that to keep going and da 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 da. So like, fusing Rexy is like super easy, Remy T, sorry, compared to some other stuff that you have to fuse later on. So like, getting frustrated trying to fuse Remy T is probably not a good sign, because there's a lot worse coming. So yeah, I mean, you just need 6 Rexies, 6 dungeon bosses. That's it, and you're done. Like, dungeon bosses they come up for persuasion fairly often. Yeah, you might get like 10 in a row that deny you and stuff, but that's still, for the amount of time invested, you would have got 10 Rexies to show up for persuasion, for instance. You may, in that same time frame, you may only have got 1 raid epic to show up for persuasion, and you miss that, then you have to wait so long to get the next one type thing. So dungeon epics are way easier to get than raid epics are. They still have the same chance of getting persuaded, so it's not like dungeon fams like are gonna join you any easier. You just have more opportunities to get them, because you're doing dungeons a lot quicker, and they're cheaper than raid shards, obviously. So yeah, any fam that requires a dungeon epic is pretty easy on the fusion scales. So yeah, Remy T is pretty easy to fuse. And Eularius is even easier. Eularius doesn't even need a dungeon boss. It just needs dungeon rares. A lot of them, but he's super pissed. So Remy T and Eularius, really, in the scheme of things, are really easy to fuse. So it's just, you just got to put in the time and effort. I mean, I wanted to make Korgs, and I went 37 dungeon 1s, 37 Grims in dungeon 1. Persuade chance lost until I got him. So 37 fams in a row. Say no to me. So, it's just the way it is. Sometimes it's easy. Sometimes you get 2 or 3 in a row. Sometimes you won't get one for 12 persuasions or something. But anyway, they're super easy to fuse. Just stick with it. You'll be fine. Velk is a really good healer, correct, but Velk is way harder to fuse than Remy T is. In the time that you can make 1 Velk, you could potentially get all 6 Rexies. Because with Velk you need 10 Hobbit Feet from All Egg World Boss, and the Hobbit Feet in All Egg World Boss aren't affected by item find. They're just random. So you could do 1,000 energy and not get 1 Hobbit Foot. I mean, you'd be super unlucky, but technically that could happen. Or you could do 100 energy and get 5 Hobbit Feet. It's completely random like everything else, but there's no way to boost that. Like, item find doesn't boost Hobbit Feet drop. Whereas capture rate chance will increase the opportunity to capture fams. So if you put like a capture rate tomb on, or you use a bit gore or something like that, your capture rate's quite high. Doing dungeons, you'll get, Remy T, you'll get Rexy persuasion off chances often, right? But getting 10 Hobbit Feet takes for ages. So if you're gonna like use those Velks to turn into Welcome, for instance, then you're gonna need 60 Hobbit feet to get a +5 Welcome, and that is a lot of Hobbit feet. So yeah, to make one Velk, you need 10 Hobbit feet. You, in the same time frame, same amount of energy used, you could potentially have gotten all 6 Rexies. So that's why I still say Rexy's better. Remy T's better than Velk, just because it's easier to farm. I've been lacking on the epic currency. Should I use them on upgrading stuff or getting Remy T's? I've been lacking on the epic currency? Should I use them on upgrading stuff or getting Remy? I don't understand the question. You're talking about epic material? How do you use epic material to get Remy T's? I don't understand the question, sorry. It's the chance to offer what makes dungeon epics easier. Raid ones have lower for some reason. Yeah, and the fact that the dungeons cost 30 energy. Raids cost a raid shard. So, you know, you're going to store... You get a raid shard every 2 hours, and every hour you get 15 energy. So it still ends up being the same thing. So like 2 hours, you get 1 raid shard. 2 hours, you get 30 energy. So 1 dungeon and 1 raid shard is still the same amount of time of regen time, for instance. But if you log in the start of the day and you've got 400 energy, or 300 energy, so you can just do 10 dungeons. So you can just like, yeah, anyway. And they're just easier to catch. They come up more often. What team should I use for Zombo Invasion? Invasion is a bit of a smoke screen in a way. It's really, Invasion comes down to like your one good team. You do have 4 teams to deck out. I don't think I can. Well, we can do 1, I guess. If you watch this, right? I've just got Gummy, Derwin, Quinn first. Bobbidon, Wimbo, Walkham, Agnar, Glasdos, me, Glasdos. So you're in the first, like these guys are okay, but early game you'll just end up like I have my best team last, or I could have my best team first or second or third. It doesn't really matter, but make sure you have like a best team, and you'll see that these initial teams will die fairly quickly. Maybe not so quickly because like the fams I have aren't too bad, but just try and have a tank, a healer, and a DPS in every team. Invasions count as PvE, so may as well use the same team. You go with flags. Yeah, that's what I do. Right, so they're getting crushed on 70. They almost got crushed on 70. They'll probably get to 75 now that the 70 boss is done. If a mod responded to this, it would be cool. Responded to what? Is there anything good in this invasion? I mean, it's still got loot tables. It's still got legendaries and mythics and set pieces and stuff. It's probably got some form of cosmetics in there. I've got them all because Zombie Invasion's been around for a long time. I think it may have even been the first invasion that they introduced like years ago. So I've already got all of the stuff out of this that, there we go. They lost on 74. I would have already got everything as far as cosmetics and stuff goes like a while ago. But generally, Invasion, I find, doesn't have as good a stuff as what Expedition does. Trying to get Bobs, and all I'm getting is Professor Oaks. Got to get them trees. You also get the NPCs to help. Yeah, so just do like, here we go, 75, so these guys probably get crushed here. And then comes out the A team. So generally, what happens is you'll make your 4 teams, and if you put your best team at the end, your first 3 teams will just like die in like 2 or 3 waves, and then your final team will then do the bulk of the damage. But just try and have a tank, a healer, and a DPS in each team, and you should be alright. You're gonna need a new myth mats, free to play, or maybe no, I have no mythic nothing. Anthony, yes, what? I did spend quite a while on 70 Hobbit feet for Velks, probably 1.5 months. It depends. If you're just doing nothing but, if you're using every single piece of energy and nothing but, then yeah, I mean, even then, 1.5 months is a long time. 6 weeks, right? If you didn't get 6 Rexes in 6 weeks, there'd be something wrong. Oh, we've already done that. Okay, Dungeon Dome. What are we doing? I'm gonna do these dungeons because I want to get one of the bosses of each of these dungeons just to have. No real reason. Remember I was dead metaphorically and literally because of not getting Astaroth? No, I do not remember that, I'm afraid. I'm still missing the World Bath Mythic. I need to up tier Starweave to tier 12, and I feel bad for always asking Eagle to help. I mean, look, you can ask him. Whether he helps you or not is a thing, but don't feel bad for asking. Like, you're just asking for help. He doesn't have to help if he doesn't want to. Start on 69, yep. Got 20 plus each of the fams for that Eularius. Nice. You can make so many. Well, you need 18 of each, so you're maxed out. You just need the thing, right? My best team is second. It's Agnar, Nyx, and Derwin. Yeah. Well, I mean, put your best team last. It doesn't really matter, but Zombie was the first one. Yeah, I thought it was. It was either Zombo or Ninja was the first one. Took me 3 days to get Velk +5. That's really quick. That's super quick. Like, how much energy were you running though? Were you just running energy packs after energy packs? Let's let Chook catch up with chat. Your character is the single sexiest thing I've ever seen. The barrel bitch. Yeah, I just modeled myself after Acer. There'll be a lot of out of context stuff. There always is. You have an approximate for XCOM? Grrr. You're just bad with gems and leg stuff. Got it. Yeah. Grrr. Anyway. I mean, you didn't force my hand. I was going to do it anyway. I just was going to see if there was anything better in the shop. But not so far. So anyway, approximate for XCOM. However long it takes to go through the energy we have. So probably like maybe 15 minutes. I don't know, 20 minutes maybe. I'm not too sure. Not too long. You got the stick. Is the stick any good? It's just a legendary spear. I think it's a spear. As I was saying before, like, you don't worry about legendaries, don't worry about sets, don't worry about mythics. Just get max epics in every slot. Once you've got max epics in every slot, then you can start upgrading your legendaries. So, you can start upgrading the spear, the stick if you wanted it. Use 3 energy packs from Conversary. So use 3 energy packs and you got 60 Hobbit feet? That's like a ridiculous return. See, you just pulled 1 leg to prove you smaller box is the way to go. Well, how much did I spend? I spent like 5k, right? Yeah. So now I'm roughly 105,000 gems. And still no legendary. You almost got the full Astaroth set. Yeah, that's the only difference, because Raid 1 legendaries only cost epic material to upgrade. So you can max out Raid 1 legendaries. Chook, you're awesome. Thanks for helping me out and others, even answering the dumb question. That's fine. That's what I'm here for. It's what I'm here for. Sometimes it can get frustrating when I answer the same questions over and over and over again, or like I'll answer a question and then like 5 minutes later, someone will join the stream and ask the same question, or questions I've like made specific videos about and stuff. But I'm still here to help, so I will try to help if I can. He looks like a lasagna tank. He does, yeah. Yeah, I don't know. I went through these dungeons once to get to the raid, like on the first look of the tier video that we did. I went through all these once each, and then just never came back. There's no point to. I don't need to. So I thought I would just go through them and get the boss of each dungeon for this tier, just for something to do. Because I don't need a fam right now. I don't need anything. I just need XP. So I finally caught up. Yes. Yeah. Sometimes if you're answering questions and stuff, sometimes it's hard to catch up to chat because you get. Well, I tend to rant and talk a lot, and then I'm like, oh shit, there's like 400 messages. Sometimes I want just something that can allow me to give my toe bed away. Oh, yeah, because you don't play it all anymore, right? Giant lasagna. Yeah, I mean trading would be bad. We've had the trading discussion many times, but trading would be very, very bad. These kind of remind me of the watches from Horizon Zero Dawn. Oh. Never mind. Okay, how much energy do we have? 385. Okay, you know what? I'll do these in my own time. Let's go do Yeti. Because Yeti. Just something that will let me get rid of the Tobert temptation and make it useful to someone. What, a temptation? No, you've BRB'd. Is there any room in your guild? Just wondering, because I'm thinking about leaving mine. It's kind of inactive. Are you talking about Iconic, or are you talking about the chicken coop? Iconic, you have to be in current tier, but the subscriber guild, the chicken coop, I don't know. I don't run it. So go, if you're in my Discord, right? If not, here's yeah, you are. I know you are. But there's the Discord link for anyone that's interested. Just go and apply in the chicken coop room. Just say, hey, I'm looking to I'm too slow. It's alright. It's hard to beat me live, I guess. Just go in the chicken coop room and just say, hey, look, looking to join a new guild. Is there any space? Because I don't run it. I don't have any influence over it or anything like that. It's completely run separate to me by like, you know, you guys, but I don't have any any say over it. Get in that pit. Yeah, no, there shouldn't be any issues joining it. It might just be a waiting list thing. You know, you may have to wait like a couple of days or a week or something. I don't know. But there's no like requirements or anything to join it as other than being active. Vision, what's up? You playing Pit Heroes again? Yeah, for how long? What do the elements do? Fire damage, electric damage, etc. Well, they do exactly that. Fire damage, electric damage, etc. Think Pokemon. You log in every day, so inactivity, so activity isn't the problem. Yeah, so just throw a message down. Naomi or JK or someone will get onto you and let you know. So yeah, I'm not sure if there's a waiting list there or not. It's been over a year, so hopefully I'll play for a while. Speaking of guilds, if there's anyone in current tier 12, that is looking for a new guild, Iconic does have some spots open. So if anyone's interested, let me know. Basically just regular damage, except they have different effectiveness against different resistances. Yeah. So like damage reduction on like the tank stat, damage reduction, reduces physical damage, but not elemental damage. I think I'm not a tank. I don't like giving tank advice or talking about tank stuff because I don't 100% know what I'm saying is 100% accurate. I just go from like, you know, what I hear via osmosis, being in the community and talking to people and stuff. Like, so I don't know a lot about the tank side of things. But yeah, I mean, I guess Spook said it well. I'll throw a message after I get all my raids and event stuff finished. Sure. Yeah, well, I mean, no one's going anywhere, so there's no rush. I got stuck on quests and stuff, so I'm trying to progress and catch up since I've missed a lot. I'll add you back. Is it the same name in game? I think it is, right? Although it has been a while. Alright, let me throw you an ad. You need to turn your friends on. Verlity, welcome. Good to see you. There you go. Anyone else in chat need my friend slot? I have the wrong button. I have 9, probably more. What's my kick timer? 24 hours, or like if I notice. I usually check my friends list like I'm not super strict on it. Like, you know, I'm not like a Nazi that's gonna be looking at the watch being like 23 hours 59 minutes. Oh shit, there it is, and kick immediately. Like, I'll check my friends list from time to time every couple of days, and if you've been offline for like a day or two, then I get rid of that person. But I'm not super strict on it. But yeah, 24 hours generally. Even if you can't play, you just log in every day for like 30 seconds and close the app again, you'll be fine. My goal is to make my character look like as much of a nonce as possible. A nonce? What's a nonce? Did you try Bit Legends yet? We've talked about that twice now. Yes, I have, but I'm not going. I can't say definitely. I probably won't play it because I don't have time for both games, and I'm already, you know, established as a level 400-ish character, as well as like being part of the community and content creator and all that stuff on this. The other thing would be to go and start making content on Bit Legend, but there's already Bit Hero people that have done that, so I'd just be joining late and not getting in on the ground floor, so to speak. And I would have to run it through an emulator, and that scares me, and because sometimes emulators can be dodgy. So I might just play it casually on my phone, but I don't have time to play a gajillion mobile games and stuff, as well as streaming and family time and everything else. Apart from when I'm in hospital, I have literally nothing else to do. My character has that dark evil cosmetic. Oh, the one that was for gems that you got for completing a zone or something that a while ago. Is it like the kind of like the neon purple one? Do you have any tips on gear? Fuck. Shit. Yes. Hang on. It sounds like big whales to me, yeah. Hello, Chook from YouTube. I would like your friends, let's please. I'm a big nub. Gear in general, okay. That isn't easier. Well, not, it's a harder question to answer, but a different question, so that's fine. Okay, let's take a look. Ideally, you want this to be when you hit an enemy. So, you want a pet that is when you hit an enemy, whether it's heal, shield, whatever. But either way, this is still an epic, so that's fine. It's a rare, but it's fine. Like, offensive accessory is the way to go, defensive pet is the way to go, so you got that going. 3.5 health on your mount. You could probably, you're going DPS, I'm assuming. You could probably re-roll that to get something better, because you don't need 3.5% health. You want to go for either damage, dual strike, or empower. Try and re-roll it for that. If you can't, whatever. But you want dual strike and empower. They're the big two stats. And if you can't get them, then damage is the third stat. Then runes, dual strike good, damage good, dual strike good, empower good. So that's fine. That's perfect. As I said, those three stats are the ones you want to focus on. Enchants, dual strike damage. Well, that's really good. Dual strike damage, really good. Dual strike, and dual strike. Yeah, you're killing it, dude. You know exactly what you're doing. Everything's fine. What should I do with the gear you have now? Just progress like normal. Get to the next tier, and then just start getting the next tier's gear. Just if you don't have enough TS, like if you're just not strong enough to get to the next tier, then just start upgrading what you've got. But once you get to the next tier, you'll upgrade it anyway. So, but as far as the stat goes and the stat allocations and all that, like dual strike and empower and all that, you're fine. I would just work on getting a better accessory and pet, but that can happen whenever. There's no rush on that. With the stuff you have there available, you should be fine if you just gear up. Alright, let me catch up. People quitting Beat Heroes to play Bit Legends feels like they want Beat Heroes without Congregate, which at this point is understandable, but also feels weird to me, and I don't know why. I can just... So it's different. I've only played to level 10, so I can't comment on it too much. It's kind of like the tank stats. Like, I don't want to comment on stuff that I don't have the knowledge of, because I'll come across as obnoxious and shit. And I just don't have the information to give. But it's very, very Bit Hero. Like, it's very, very rip-offy. Like, from what I played, it was, yeah, to the point where it's, you know, some animations and things like the persuade and bribe, and like it looks like you could just take a screenshot type thing. It looks very, very similar. So it's obviously trying to be Bit Heroes, but different, like a little bit different, right? Have its own flavor. But pardon me. The nature of these games being RNG based and very, very grindy and all the rest of it, it has the potential to fall into the same, like the same traps, the same holes, the same problems. It's just inherent in any video game ever, especially massively multiplayer ones like Bit Heroes or Bit Legends or anything, you know, are gonna run into trouble with balance issues and patch issues, and like, look at now with all this item find stuff and the gores and all this, like, this shit's gonna happen because you've got multiplayer, and you're gonna have people spending a butt ton of money on it. You're gonna have people spending no money on it, and it's hard to balance it all, right? It's even worse because it's a mobile game, and mobile games run off microtransactions. Right? So if you buy, you know, I don't know, Guild Wars 2, right? You buy it once, and there's no subscription. I think Guild Wars 2 might even be free to play now, but either way, MMO 2020, whatever it is, you buy it, you pay for it once. There's no subscription, there's no nothing. You pay for the game once. You pay $60, $80, or $40, however much it costs, and you play it, and you never have to spend another cent. There'll be microtransactions in that game, but you don't have to pay for them. Exactly like mobile games, but a free-to-play mobile game relies on its microtransactions. Like if Bit Heroes was $40, a lot of people just wouldn't play it because they don't want to spend. Like I would never have played it. I'm not spending $40 on a mobile game. That's crazy. But then you play it, and then all of a sudden you spent $40 on microtransactions in a week, and you're like, oh fuck, I just spent $40 on this game. And then if you've got the disposable income and all the rest of it, and whale mentality and all that, you end up spending thousands upon thousands or whatever on mobile games. So they need those things to survive. So Bit Legends, while it's new and exciting to the Bit Heroes community, because it's basically the same game, just different and new, and doesn't have the same devs and stuff, will no doubt run into similar problems. It might take a year, it might take 2 years, might take 3 days. I don't know, but I'm guessing it'll run in the same position because it's just the way of all things. Like history repeats itself, all that type of thing. So yeah, I don't know. Like I have no issues with people going to Bit Legends. People can do whatever they want. It doesn't affect me in any way. I'm not judgmental or anything like that. I don't know how I got on. I've started ranting and gone on tangents here. I can't even remember what the initial question was. Oh, it was Spooky saying people quitting Bit Heroes to play Bit Legends. It's any mobile Raid Shadow Legends. You see the fucking amount of advertising they put on that game and stuff. They're gonna need to make all that money back with microtransactions and stuff. So any mobile game that's free is going to run into troubles at some point because they need microtransactions to survive, and so they're going to start like shoving it down people's throats and stuff. And unless you have the money to buy it, you're going to get frustrated at it, right? So I think at the moment Bit Legends is popular because it's new and exciting, but it will eventually have a similar problem. That's my take on it. Whether that happens or not, who knows? But I can't see it not happening. But it may not happen for like a year or more, or maybe I don't know. But eventually, it has to. There's no way it won't. There's no way it won't. Anyway, now there's a bunch of chat. Look at the massive stat difference. I don't know what that was about. Your gear sucks. Well, you started the game, so that's fine. I'm running Max Hilarious and Remy T, but I'm stuck. What should I do with familiars? Nothing. You got the fams you need. Hilarious +5, Remy T +5. Put augments on them both, and you're good. Then you just need better gear. I'm 40 gems off 850 on the accessory box. Corona? Yes, I have Corona. No, I do not have Corona. Chicken Nugget Power? Damn straight. Chook is our lord. He's guiding us to freedom from big bad MOBA gaming. Is Bit Legends like only Android or something? I have no idea. Oh, I think it is actually. I think someone was talking about iOS update coming next month. So yeah, it might just be Android for the moment. I'm not too sure. Bit Legends seems boring to me. As I said, I've only played the first 10 levels, but I know there's a bunch of people that quit Bit Heroes that are playing it and like really like it. That's all good and stuff, but you know what's better? Raid Shadow Legends. Their advertising budget must be fucking enormous. Like, how many Raid Shadow Legends ads do you see? And then how many like paid promotions do you see in YouTube videos where it's just like, all right, guys, let's get into the top 10, games of the decade. But before we start, I just want to mention this game, Raid Shadow. Like there's so many paid promotions and stuff of people in like their YouTube videos, as well as like every second ad. Like I don't know how much they've spent on advertising Like, it's nuts. And they must be making bank out of it because they keep doing it, you know? Bit Legends is Android only currently. Gotcha. William, good morning. How's it? Good to see you. I'm tired. I'll be going. Have a good stream. All right, dude. Take care. Rose. I love Raid Shadow Legends. Got all these cool heroes. Let me tell you about the great sponsorship. Raid must spend more money on ads than the actual game. Well, that's the thing. They'd have to make it back, right? Otherwise, they wouldn't keep. The thing is, I don't think they need to advertise anymore. I don't think they needed to advertise for the last 6 months. Like, everyone's fucking sick of it. Everyone knows what's going on, you know? It gets to the point where you see a Raid Shadow Legends ad and it makes you even more unlikely to download the game because it's just like, stop it. Just stop invading my thoughts with stupid Raid Shadow Legends bullshit. One thing I will give them is their ads are pretty funny. The ads are pretty well done. Like, you know, the couple counseling one and like the big ice golem-y thing goes in for the job interview and stuff. Like, that's pretty like good advertising. But the in-game advertising and paid promotions and stuff, it's just like, shut the fuck up. 69420 per day. Oh, right, I see what you did. There's 94% of people promoting Raid. Yeah. All YouTubers are now sponsored by either Raid, Raycon, or some VPN. All the big ones. Yeah. Welcome to Yoga class part 3, but first a word from our sponsorship. You get 100k silver using the link. Doing well. Forgot you were doing Bit Heroes today. Too much working on the speedrun con. Oh yeah, we didn't even talk about that. How is that going? I was tempted to download Raid Shadow Legends, but I saw like 30 ads in one YouTube video. What I've heard, my brother played it for a bit, and he's like a pretty casual gamer type thing, and he just has played a few mobile games here and there. Anyway, he messaged me saying, "Hey Chook, because he calls me Chook. He's like, hey Chook, have you heard of this Raid Shadow Legends game? I downloaded it like last week. It's pretty good." And I'm like, "Fuck no," because he doesn't really watch YouTube and all this sort of stuff, so he didn't have like, it hasn't been bashed into his head, you know. And I've never played the game, so again, I don't have the information. I don't want to bash the game because I haven't played it. I can't say it's bad because I haven't played it. But he was saying that he enjoyed it, but it's very similar to other games. Like, I play Idle Heroes, and it's similar to that. But what he did say is that there's a lot of like, you know, you do a battle, and it's like, buy this bundle. You do another battle. How about this boost? Da 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 da. And just like, it's just microtransactions in your face every 4 seconds. So, yeah. Dude, I got a legendary, but before I reveal, let me tell you about Raid Shadow Legends. I played Raid Shadow Legends before the game started with all the ads. Was garbage then, still garbage now. I think it's got like pretty good production quality. It's just, I don't know. Okay, last one. So guys, I'm terribly sick, but first, NordVPN. Even you need NordVPN. I'm at the start of tier 3, can't persuade a shrump to save my life. Oh, no. I assume you're doing it free to play? Join us and get free chicken nuggets. You only got 51.2k chicken nuggets? Scrub numbers. See, Beat Hero is tossing up some offers every zone I unlock, but it's like, I don't want to spend $20 on a pack for mainly cosmetics. See, that's the thing, right? This is the thing. I've spent money on free-to-play games before. The big, glaringly obvious one is League of Legends, right? I played League for like 5 years. I started my channel as a League channel. So the very first video I ever made was a Wukong jungle vid, and I got up to about 650 subs or something from 0 to 650 playing League of Legends, and I just couldn't break the 650 mark. I just couldn't do it. Everything I did, it would go down to 600, then it'd go up to 630, then it'd go down to 610, then it'd go up to 660, then it'd go down, up and down, like just fluctuating around the 600, 20 mark, something around there. And I just couldn't like penetrate further. And I was doing all my other Let's Play stuff as I do now. Like we're going to play XCOM 2 after this. But that stuff's never been anywhere as near as popular, like as what my League stuff was. So basically, replace League with Bit Heroes. That's basically what's happened. So I started off as League, and I would put a League video out, and it would get, you know, like 300 views or something. And then I'd play like a Let's Play thing. I'd be doing my playthrough of, well, we're playing XCOM 2 at the moment, and I put a game of I'd upload XCOM 2 vids as well, and they get like 4 views. And it's the same thing that's happening now. I'll put a Bit Hero video up, and it'll get like, you know, 600-700 views, and then my like XCOM videos will get like maybe 10 views. It's just people aren't really interested in my Let's Play stuff, but for the Bit Hero stuff, they really like it. So I started as a League YouTuber and got to 600-ish subs and just couldn't get any more. And then I started making the Bit Hero guide stuff, and then that's gone from 600 to, I think we're at like 4.6 now. Yeah, so I've got 4K subs in the last 2 years. So in 2 years to get 4K subs is very slow growth. Like that's super fucking slow. It's like, what's that? 500. Well, it's 2K a year. So you know, it's really hard going. But what was I bringing up League for? Like again, I got tangent. Oh yeah, League. So it's free to play, right? And I've spent like I've spent money on League, buying like different skins, and then like gifting people skins for their birthdays and all this sort of stuff and da 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 da. And that's the microtransactions I'm okay with. It's cosmetic stuff because it doesn't affect the game in any way, right? It's just it makes you look better or different or cooler or whatever it is. And if you're going to be playing a game like consistently and put in like, you know, hundreds of thousands, well, maybe not hundreds of thousands, but hundreds or thousands of hours into it, you know, that's fine. The microtransactions I don't like is stuff that is pay to win. Stuff that gives you an edge over other players. That I don't like. Cosmetics is fine. I'm fine with it. Okay, let's catch up on chat, and then we'll stop and head over to XCOM 2. Okay, let me catch up. I have to go. I love the stream. Keep it up. Bye. Okay, you no doubt have gone by now, but thank you, Ian, Bobby, Bob2, Ian Bob2 YouTube. I'm gonna call you Ian Bobby. Thank you, and I'll see you soon. Hopefully, there's a positive thing about Bit Heroes. At least they don't beg you to buy shit after every dungeon. You spent 100k nugs. You did, yeah. Okay, here's my comment. But before we start, let's talk about Raid Shadow Legends. Raid is a great game with incomparable graphics. I've been playing Raid Shadow Legends for 1.5 years and still love it. It's an encapsulating story and epic heroes. Check the link in the description for 100k silver and a free epic hero. Yeah, doing free to play. Okay, cool. But isn't it like the person that gets the highest level gets a reward. The person that gets the most unique fams gets a reward. It's da 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 da. It's only one reward per thing. So if you're like free to play, don't you have like absolutely no chance of winning it? Like I didn't really look into it because I knew it was something I wasn't going to do. I spent money on Roblox. I still have no idea what Roblox is. No, not true. I have a very, very small idea of what Roblox is. It's like a Minecrafty looking square based art style thing with mini games in it, right? That's about my extent of my knowledge on Roblox. I've had so many people ask me to play Roblox, and I'm like, no, it's just not happening. Putting in some work to get you guys to play this amazing game. He said predatory. You remember the League days? Yeah, good times. Fuck, the world was so much simpler back then. Holy shit. I know this is a Bit Hero stream and not a Monster Hunter stream, but I wanted to tell you that with the Safi armor and a Master Rank sword and shield... What the hell's K-Jar? I don't know what K-Jar is. Sword and shield and the right skills, you can get somewhere between 800 to 900 element for every element with natural white sharpness. Crit element, crit boost, 100% crit chance without any Shit. I haven't played Monster Hunter in a while. The cool Taroth patch came in and I kind of just we just kind of had a break. I think it will come back when Ultron comes back in. Sorry for the massive wall of text, that's fine. 20 more gems and I can buy the accessory box. Nice. Can't wait for future armor like Suicide Boost, sponsored by Regen. I got past the level I was stuck on. Nice. You know what Bit Heroes lacks? Thickness. I don't know. He's pretty thick. Look at him. Thick like a barrel. What accessory box should I buy from the shop? So you can either go for this one, in which case you have the ability or the option to get like a bunch of shit. All right, you could get this, you could get this, you could get this, you could get any of this shit, or you can go for one of the other ones that are specifically one legendary. So if we go back here, you can see that these wings, the Zaz wings, are in this box, but so is like a lot of other shit. If you want to specifically go for just them, then open this box because that's the only legendary you can get. This is Astaroth's thingy box. So if you want that, go specifically for that. And if you want this, specifically go for this. I think a Zazwing's still the best DPS accessory. Can someone confirm that? I think these are still the best. The one Chook bought today. This is pretty good. Yeah, Empower and Dual Strike's pretty good. Roblox is a kid's game, but people can make their own games on the website. Yeah, I kind of like, I see the appeal of it, like mini games and all that, but yeah, it's not for me. I still don't know what Raid Shadow Legends actually means. It just sounds like they wanted to put edgy combination of words together, pretty much. Oh, the separate categories. Ah, nice. I'm stuck on another level. Kajar weapons equals Safi weapons. Right. Top 3 free to play and top 3 pay to win in each category wins. Nice. Okay. Nope. Kajar is the white gold looking Kulv Taroth things. It's not Safi weapons. Yeah, we haven't played the cool Taroth stuff at all. Well, we did it once, I think. Haven't played since the last time I played with Chook. Been a while. Yeah, probably me the same. Okay. Accessories got buffed. No clue what's top now. Oh yeah, that's true. Yeah, they did get buffed. I mean, look, you're pretty good with most things. I think these are still really good. Like these are top tier. So maybe open this box with this wings specifically. I played Monster Hunter recently with Ilias because another friend got it. Nice. I mean, I definitely haven't stopped playing permanently. I'm just taking a little break because like, we hit it pretty fucking hard. I'm a DPS build and I don't know what accessory to go for. Well, we just went through that. Kind of missed it. Yeah, it's great. It's such a good game. This is probably still the best legendary. The one Chook's aiming for is great. Yeah, the reason why I want to get this one is no, not this one. This one is because it gives you 20% in power and 9% dual strike. And for me, I'm a dum-dum and just went nothing but dual strike. Like I have no other stats. Everything is in dual strike just because it was kind of like I liked the stat and I just went lol, let's just stack nothing but dual strike. So if I I have 18% here. So if I got that other accessory, it's got 9% dual strike on it. So I would lose 9% dual strike here. So I would go from 37 down to 28% dual strike, but I would gain 20% in power. So it would be like 20% in power, 28% dual strike. And it would be kind of like half-half-ish. And then I could change some runes and enchants to empower as well. And I'd be like half empower, half dual strike, rather than being full dual strike. So that's the reason I'm going for that. But the other one that we were talking about, the Zas wings, have crit chance, empower, dual strike, damage, speed, lifesteal. They've just got like a bunch of stats. So Empower and Dual Strike balance is great. Yeah, the Empower and Dual Strike are the two stats for DPS that you want to stack as much as possible. You can't really stack crit. The only things that have crit on it are accessories, I think. Like there's no crit. There's no crit runes. That's the wrong one. There's no crit runes. Is there? I don't think there is. No. So you got one like damage, health, speed, block, evade, damage reduction, dual strike, lifesteal, damage and rage, deflect chance, empower, and absorb. So you can't, and then the same thing for enchants. You can't stack crit. So empower and dual strike are the way to go. Lifesteal in beat heroes equals bad. Lifesteal in Monster Hunter equals good. Lifesteal in most things equals good. Just in this game, it sucks. Giant donkey balls. It's really bad. It's really bad. Anyway, that's it for beat heroes. You're 25. Nice. Yeah, well, I would be similar if I did. If I got that thing, I'd be 20 and 28 ish, and then I could just swap some of these, like half of these around, lose 3 or 4%, gain 3 or 4%, and I'd be about the same. How do they manage to make a good recognized stat as bad as it is in Bit Heroes? I don't know. Anyway, that's it for Bit Heroes. I'll probably, at the moment, I'll probably only stream on Sundays. Usually I do Sunday streams and Wednesday streams for Bit Heroes, but with the new, like, waiting for the new content and stuff, there's not that much to do other than natural regen. So we'll probably just do the Sunday stream, and then maybe I'll do a Bit Hero Bites video midweek with the new update of the new weekly update of what's coming out. Maybe, I don't know. We'll have to see what changes when that happens. But otherwise, I will see you next weekend. Everyone that wants to, we're going straight into XCOM 2. So anyone that wants to hang around and watch some XCOM 2 and see your soldiers die and shit because I'm bad, stick around. But if you're here just for the Bit Hero stuff, I will see you next week. Okay, bye!